Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a tiny but lively mouse. Not far from his home, in a deep, dark cave, a massive bear had been hibernating for months. Even though winter had passed and summer had arrived, the bear was still fast asleep, snoring so loudly that the entire forest echoed with his rumbling sounds. The little mouse, who had spent the entire winter tossing and turning due to the unbearable noise, finally decided enough was enough. He scurried up to the cave and called out, "Mr. Bear! Hey, Mr. Bear! Wake up! Summer is here!" But the bear didn't budge. He kept snoring as if the world outside didn't exist. Determined, the mouse brought a bugle and blew into it with all his might. The loud sound echoed through the cave, but the bear still didn't wake up. Frustrated and exhausted, the mouse wandered through the forest looking for help. Along the way, he ran into his animal friends. "What's wrong, little mouse?" they asked, noticing his tired face. "Oh, don't even ask," sighed the mouse. "I haven't slept all winter because of the bear's snoring, and now, even in summer, he won't wake up." One of the animals suddenly had an idea. "Maybe the lion can help." "The lion?" The mouse shuddered. "Why would I go to him? Because his roar is so loud, it can wake up the entire forest in an instant." Although the idea scared him, the mouse decided it was his last hope. He made his way to the lion's den where the mighty beast was sleeping peacefully outside his cave. But as soon as the mouse saw the lion up close, he hesitated. He turned to leave, but crack, his tiny foot snapped a twig. The lion's eyes flew open and his deep voice rumbled, "Who dares wake me?" The mouse trembled but gathered his courage. "Sorry, Your Majesty, I didn't mean to disturb you, but I need your help. My neighbour, the big bear, won't wake up from hibernation. No matter what I do, he keeps snoring, but one mighty roar from you could solve everything." The lion scoffed. "Why should I waste my time on a tiny creature like you?" He turned away. Disheartened, the mouse began walking back home. But before he got too far, he heard a strange noise. "Scratch, scratch, scratch!" He followed the sound and spotted the lion rubbing himself against a tree, itching furiously. "Mr. Lion, what's wrong?" the mouse asked. "I don't know," growled the lion. "I can't stop itching." The mouse looked closely and saw tiny fleas jumping in the lion's thick fur. "Oh, you have fleas!" he exclaimed. "I can help you." "You?" the lion huffed. "How can a tiny mouse help me?" Ignoring the lion's dismissive attitude, the mouse bravely climbed onto his back and started picking out the fleas one by one. But as he moved through the lion's fur, the itching got even worse. The lion scratched wildly, shaking his entire body. Unable to take it anymore, the lion bolted toward a nearby lake and leaped in. "Mr. Lion, stop!" the mouse squeaked, clinging to his fur. "I'll drown!" Hearing the mouse's distress, the lion quickly got out and shook himself dry, so hard that the mouse barely held on. "Almost done," the mouse said as he flicked away the last few fleas. The lion sighed in relief. "The itching, it's gone!" "That's because I cleaned out all the fleas for you," said the mouse proudly. Realizing how rude he had been, the lion lowered his head. "Little mouse, I'm sorry. I looked down on you, but you still helped me. Thank you." "You're welcome, Mr. Lion." The mouse smiled. Grateful, the lion offered the mouse a ride home. As they reached the mouse's house, they heard a deep, familiar snore rumbling from the bear's cave. The lion chuckled. "You were right, little mouse. Summer is here, and the big bear is still snoring." Taking a deep breath, the lion let out a roar so powerful that the entire cave trembled. The bear's eyes flew open and he jumped up in a panic. "Huh? What happened? Is it summer? Did I oversleep?" The animals burst into laughter at the bear's confusion, and the little mouse was overjoyed. Finally, the snoring was over. From that day on, the lion and the mouse became good friends, proving that even the smallest creatures can make a big difference.